Elon Musk about World War III. Starlink service is now active in Ukraine. As the Russo-Ukrainian conflict heats up into what seems to be the beginning of the Third World War, thousands have lost their lives and hundreds of thousands have been displaced from their homes, which has now been thrown into darkness and disarray, with entire cities being bombed into oblivion and metropolitans as Kyiv turned to rubble. Yet all is not lost, for tech billionaire Elon Musk may provide the people of Ukraine with one final hope to make their voices heard across the world and implore all nations to come to their aid. Today we're going to talk about Elon Musk delivering on his public promise to bring SpaceX Starlink terminals to Ukraine amidst the war. Now, after hearing this, many of you may be wondering how this was made possible, and how will this even help the war-torn country and its people? Well, stick around as we delve deeper into Elon Musk and his plans to use the power of the internet to help the people of Ukraine. So let's begin the video. A shipment of Starlink user terminals, small antennas that allow consumers to access SpaceX's satellite-based internet service, landed in Ukraine on Monday, providing a backdrop for Ukrainians whose traditional internet connection may be disrupted as a result of Russia's incursion. Elon Musk, the founder and CEO of SpaceX, revealed on Saturday that the Starlink internet service had been launched in Ukraine, which had been experiencing power outages and internet service gaps as a result of Russia's intervention. At the time, Musk also stated that more terminals were on the way. The support from SpaceX arrived after Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister, Mikhailo Fedorov, who is also Ukraine's Minister of Digital Transformation, tweeted a plea to Musk over the weekend. Ukraine's lack of connectivity became so severe that on Saturday, Fedorov asked SpaceX CEO Elon Musk for assistance on Twitter. While you try to colonize Mars, Russia try to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and to address sane Russians to stand. Musk was quick to respond, stating that SpaceX has activated its Starlink internet service in Ukraine and that it was sending additional Starlink tech to the country. Starlink service is now active in Ukraine, more terminals en route, Musk wrote on Twitter. Just 2 days later, Fedorov shared the image of a batch of newly arrived terminals that can be used to access SpaceX's Starlink satellite internet service in Ukraine. Starlink here, thanks at Elon Musk, Fedorov tweeted, to which Musk replied, "You are most welcome." Musk is delivering on his promise in more ways than one. Not only did the equipment arrive in Ukraine, but indications showed that it's now operational. Although there have been intermittent power disruptions in Ukraine, the internet remains largely available, according to a senior U.S. defense official. Success! SpaceX Starlink is working in Kyiv, Ukraine. Oleg Kutkov, a Twitter user, revealed this online. They were connected at download speeds of 136.76 megabytes per second and upload speeds of 23.93 megabytes per second, according to Kutkov's post, and they were able to access Starlink internet using their iPhone. Starlink is a satellite-based internet constellation that aims to blanket the globe in high-speed broadband, potentially bringing internet access to billions of people who currently lack it. The prototype satellites were sent into orbit in 2018, and in the years since, SpaceX has successfully launched approximately 2,000 Starlink satellites into space. SpaceX's clearance to launch up to 12,000 of the spacecrafts, though the company aims to launch 30,000 more. Satellite internet has long served as a vital backup to land-based internet connectivity, as it can remain operational even when ground infrastructure is destroyed by war or natural catastrophes. It can also get to places where ground-based infrastructure isn't yet in place. On the other hand, satellite internet has a history of being unreliable and slow. Starlink, however, relies on satellites in low Earth orbit, around 340 miles in SpaceX's case, to give continuous coverage and substantially faster upload and download rates. As of January, Starlink, which SpaceX has been working to swiftly install over the last few years, has around 145,000 users in 25 nations. So are you guys enjoying the video? We've established what Starlink is, but what exactly is its role in Ukraine? And how will it even work in the country during the war? We all have the answers, but do you? So while you think, do subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to receive instant notification about all our future videos. When you plug in the dish, or terminal as it's formerly known, it'll instantly connect to the nearest Starlink satellite in the sky, which number in the thousands. After that, the satellite interacts with the nearest ground station or gateway, which provides internet access. These gateways can be found throughout the world, but they can't be too far away from where an internet connection is needed. Ukraine is fortunate in that it has a border crossing with Poland. The internet connection is routed through the gateway, satellite, and terminal. Users need to do nothing more than plug their router into the terminal, and the tech will do the rest. This would usually come at a cost. The dish would set you back £495 in the UK, followed by an £89 monthly subscription. No indication's been made that Ukrainians will be charged for the service. The terminals require a clear view of the sky to function, and there's an app to assist users in finding a suitable location for them. Overhanging trees and other impediments are common concerns. However, in Ukraine, users must consider their safety and how they may appear to Russian forces. Currently, internet connections in most Ukrainian cities are running effectively, but businesses will need to have a backup plan in place if networks go down. As a result, business people across Ukraine are attempting to obtain extra terminals but are finding it tough. According to NetBlocks, which monitors internet speeds in Ukraine, several places, such as Severodonetsk, the active administrative center of Luhansk Oblast, have experienced internet outages. It tweeted last night, "Friends and family report no contact with loved ones in recent hours." According to the company, internet speeds are currently roughly 80% of what they were previously. However, NetBlocks' Alp Toker advised against viewing Starlink as a replacement for phone networks and broadband. Starlink can give connectivity by establishing a personal hotspot for those within range of the device. As a result, journalists, resistant groups, and elected governments can all benefit from this. Mr. Toker believes the devices will be most beneficial in allowing journalists and politicians to communicate with the rest of the world in the event of a blackout in Kyiv. Even if it comes from a small group of people who've been chosen to acquire these devices, it's better than having no information at all. Some have questioned whether utilizing satellite internet during a battle is safe, claiming that Russian soldiers could attack the dishes. In a widely posted Twitter thread, John Scott Railton, a senior researcher at the Citizen Lab, said that while Mr. Musk's offer of help was encouraging, users should be cautious, adding that Russia has decades of experience targeting people's satellite communications. Mr. Toker, on the other hand, believes that while there's a chance of individuals being identified by drones flying overhead, the greater risk to regular citizens is having to justify why they have the equipment. In the region, Starlink isn't the only satellite internet provider. Viasat, a commercial satellite internet firm, reported it had a cyber event on February 24th, the day Russia invaded, impacting broadband services. The company has not revealed who or what's responsible, but it has stated that it's suffering a partial network outage that's disrupting internet access for fixed broadband subscribers in Ukraine and elsewhere on the KSAT network in Europe. It's not clear where things are headed, but Elon Musk has provided the people of Ukraine with some hope while the conflict worsens, and laid the foundation for a future where no matter what the circumstances, people will always be able to rely on technology to seek help. So, how big of a role do you think Elon Musk's Starlink internet will play in helping the locals out during the war? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want to watch more of our amazing videos, then stay tuned.